I don't know why the tears are here, because I will tell you this, you should not have custody of your children. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 002-957W State versus Maniquita de Jesus Barrera. Could I have parties announced?
Second Gallagher State.
And for the defense?
Good morning, Judge. Alfonso Cabañas for Ms. Barrera.
And are you Ms. Barrera?
Yes, ma'am.
Right from the start, this courtroom feels tense. Judge Alonso isn't just calling a case. She's about to confront a mother facing the possibility of losing everything. But watch closely the way this judge handles emotional defendants. Says a lot about how real justice works beyond the headlines.
All right, Ms. Barrera, you have an attorney, a previous attorney appointed to you.
Yes, ma'am.
That attorney is in jury trial.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
he's been in jury trial and misdemeanor court for 3 days. He informed the court that if you wanted the new counsel assigned, he is fine with counsel being assigned. So do you have any objections to Mr. Cabanas being assigned as your new attorney?
That's fine.
All right, and Mr. Cabanas, you were assigned today. Do you request any time to prepare?
No, Judge, we were 10 days to prepare.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Barrera, did you review the motion to revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Maniquita Barrera who's placed on community supervision in 2025 CR 002-957W for the offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information items under 5 on March 13, 2025 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Ma'am.
All right, state.
Violation of solution number 8 on or about 28th day of July 2025, Bear County taxes, the defendant, Ida Herrera, failed to report a change of address, supervision officer in violation of solution number 8.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 8, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 8? Court will find violation of condition number 8 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, Judge, state is requesting that you grant this motion and revoke the defendant's supervision explicitly based on things that are contained within the court's company.
All right. And defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're asking that the court follow the recommendation by probation to send Ms. Barrera to felony drug court.
All right. So probation,
Yes, Judge.
is that what probation is recommending?
So the recommendation on the court summary is to amend for a TAP recommendation, that she go to SATIF. She remains in Bear County until she gives birth, then participate in SATIF. Once she's medically cleared. I did look over previous information from the last MTR. This is her second MTR. She's been on probation not even a year, Judge. The last MTR, she was supposed to go to a NOS program. She wasn't accepted into NOS. She was supposed to have a felony drug court evaluation, and then return back to court. That did not happen. She was not accepted into the NOS program because my notes indicate the NOS program didn't accept her insurance.
Okay. So any objections to the court review and the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So here's the thing. Do I think you would be a good candidate for probation? No. We've tried things. But am I willing? Maybe things will change. Maybe they're
That line right there, tears don't make flowers grow, is brutal honesty in real time. The judge is sending a message. Emotions alone won't fix what action neglects. What do you think is tough love like this fair in a courtroom, or does it cross a line?
can be some help for you. I know that from reading this, well, I don't know why the tears are here. Because I will tell you this, I appreciate the tears, right?
It's not even a fun-
But let me just tell you, just like the song says, tears do not make flowers grow. And the problem is you haven't been stepping up to the plate and doing what you're supposed to do. I'm reading the court summary, and you know what it says in here? Your parents have custody of your other children due to CPS issues. No, that's what that says here.
That's what it says, but I have paper, I can get paperwork and proof from Attorney General that I have full rights and custody of my kids.
You should.
And I'm the custodial parent of all three. It's just, I'm waiting on my housing.
You shouldn't.
I've been bouncing from place to place, so that's why I didn't want to.
Let me just tell you, you should not have custody of your children. And this is what I don't understand. And I want you to internalize what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be mean, but people are just going out here having children, have no means to financially support them. According to this, you have 3 other children. So when I would do CPS cases, you know what I would tell my clients? I'm like, look, I'm going to give you a pass on your first child. Maybe you don't know, nobody told you how babies are made, right? So I'm going to give you a pass for that. But I would have clients who would be 20 years old and have 5 children. And I'm doing the math in my head. At some point, everybody knows where children are made. Do you know I had a CPS case once and they were saying, well, Stephanie, we're going to place the child with the great grandparent. I was like, well, that's going to mess things up because, I'm hoping everybody will live forever. But I'm like, that great grandparent is too old. No, not too old. On the CPS side, we have grandparents who are like 40. I actually represented somebody once. I was representing the baby. And you know how old that baby's mom was? 12. People out here just running around, having children, not giving them any idea of what life is all about, just procreating. And here you're out here just procreating. And you have no means to support. Oh, I'm placing my children with my grandparents because I don't want to be bouncing from place to place because I don't have a place to stay. Whose fault is that? Yours? Get a job. People always will find a place to make a baby, but they don't have a place to support their children. Now your children are with the maternal grandparents, and trust me, grandparents, guess what they want to do? They just want to be the fun grandparent. There are no rules here. I'm going to spoil my grandbabies and then send them back home to you. But they can't because you're not doing anything.
I've actually been waiting on my housing, Miss.
Now, here's the thing. You're waiting on housing. Guess what? You're not providing that housing. The government is providing housing, which means taxpayers are providing housing. And I got news for you. There's a government shutdown. And I don't know why you would choose to get pregnant, because people know how babies are made, when you don't have your life together. And you don't even have your 3 children with you. Now you're crying before me because you don't want to go to the state jail facility. And let me just tell you, I would send you for 2 years, right? And you know what would end up happening? You would be at the state jail facility. And when your baby was born, somebody would be right there to pick up your baby. Somebody in the form of the state, Child Protective Services. And either it would be placed with your maternal grandparents, but your mom may say, you know what? I can't take any more children. And then you know what ends up happening? Then your siblings are separated. Because somebody will adopt your baby. Your attorney will tell you, guess what? It's always easy to get a newborn baby adopted because you know why? People are looking to adopt children. Guess what they figure? There isn't too much damage that a parent could have done to this child unless they were using drugs while they were carrying the child. They are ready to go and take that baby. And you know, on the CPS side, when you place children with foster parents, they're just supposed to foster. We're going to be here. We're a stopgap for the parent. The parent's going to get their life together. But you know what really happens? Foster parents fall in love with the children. Next thing you know, they're hiring an attorney, and that attorney is filing motions so that they can adopt your child and your rights can be terminated. And then that's how you have a bunch of people walking around on the planet, don't even know they're related, because people like you are just procreating. And then you come before me crying because you haven't done what you're supposed to do. So I'm going to give you a choice. Do I think you will be successful in this probation? Absolutely not. But, I can be proved wrong. I don't have a crystal ball. I can send you, let you do your two years at the state jail facility now, or you're going to stay at the jail till you're ready to be transferred to inpatient treatment or felony drug court. And I can tell you, felony drug court, they have said that They're down a probation officer, so they can't take as many people or accept as many people as they normally would. So that's where we are. But suffice it to say, you're not going to be with your child. So either you're not going to be with your child because you're going into the state jail facility for 2 years, or either you're not going to be with your child because you're going to be in inpatient treatment. And with your child, if your grandparents don't pick up your child from the prison of the Bath County Jail, Child Protective Services, they're going to be called anyway. They're going to do an investigation to see if it's appropriate for your child to go with your maternal grandparents. And if they say no, then CPS will have custody of your child. And I see in here where your mother don't even know where you are. Spoke to mom who stated she hasn't seen her daughter, but I'll tell her to call probation if she finds her. So instead of you helping your mother with your children, you're just out here procreating. So which do you prefer? 2 years in the state jail facility, or either you're going to remain in the state jail facility, remain here at the Bath County Jail till you're transferred to somebody's inpatient treatment or felony drug court. Which do you prefer?
I would like to try to get rehab or drug court now.
All right, the court is going to deny the motion, alternate amend conditions. She's to remain in custody for a transfer to felony drug court. We're going to do an updated TAP. And regardless of what the TAP says, it's going to be inpatient treatment. And once she's released, there's going to be field visits until further notice. Is there anything else?
Not from defense counsel, Judge.
All right, we can go off the record. So do not come to me. If you're back here again for this, don't come because you're wasting your tears, not helping flowers grow. You understand? All right, if you graduate from felony drug court, I'll come to your graduation.
Can I say something?
Sure.
The only thing is I waited 9 weeks before I was notified that the rehab nurse had rejected me. I do have Medicaid. I'm not understanding why they rejected my Medicaid. And I wasn't told, they never called me out. I barely got my court date 2 weeks ago to reappear for an interview. If I wouldn't, I kept asking and asking what the situation was with my case, and they wouldn't tell me.
Let me ask you this. All of your trying, you were successful in finding time to find some guy and have a baby, become pregnant. You're able to do that, but you were not able to be present for your field visits. You're not available to report to probation because they couldn't find you. You're able to do all of that.
I was reporting on this came on my UA map. I wouldn't show up for my report dates.
No, they tried to find you. They could not.
That's towards the end, just found
So,
I was kicked out from where I was staying, and my belongings had got stolen. My cell phone had got stolen. That's why I wasn't able to receive the phone call.
but here's the thing. You are able to contact someone so you could have a baby and become pregnant.
I was already pregnant
So-
by the time I got out to probation.
All right, good luck to you. Court is calling 2025 CR 008879 State versus Brandy Mendoza. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinosa for the state.
Donald Wilson for the defense.
And are you Miss Brandy Mendoza? Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Mendoza, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? You're gonna need to speak up so the court reporter can hear.
Yes,
All right, and did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Your Honor.
You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is a crucial turning point. The judge gives her one last chance, rehab or jail. It's mercy, but it's conditional. You can feel the weight of responsibility here for her unborn child, for her freedom, and for her future. Let's see which path she chooses.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, she has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, I believe so.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Mendoza, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and reentry. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's an $800 fine. State recommends community supervision. They will take in consideration 2025 PF 18457. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes,
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, no harmful or injurious contact with Julia Ramirez, the DOEP course, regular random UAs, and the MRT. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer states exhibit 1 and all attached.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the waiver and consent with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and view the same.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, one, we just asked the court to go along with the agreement with one, I guess, issue on the fine. She's, as you can see, she broke her leg and she's recently had surgery and spent almost a month in the hospital. She's not going to be able to put any weight on that leg for somewhere between 8 and 12 weeks.
Mhm.
If we can at least delay starting making payments on that or probate some of that or something like that to give her some breathing room before she goes back to work, we would ask that. But otherwise, we'd ask you to approve and agree with our agreement on the plea and give her the probation.
All right, was the leg broken, removing the AC and climbing through the window? Is this something else?
No, something else. I just happened recently.
All right, and why is there a request for no harmful or injurious contact with Ramirez?
Judge, there was another case that has been already dismissed that was family violence disturbance or that sort of thing that has been dismissed. And so the state is being overly cautious.
Well, here's the thing. When I'm reading the police report, when the police came out, you said that you were homeless, you don't live there. So when there are relationships and you get to the point where police are being called out, people are removing AC units and going through windows and people are fighting each other, that's not a good relationship. And what usually happens is no problems have been solved. People just ignored it. And then the fact that you think somebody's cheating is going to rear its head and you're not going to be successful at this probation. So unless this person comes to court and tells me they want contact with you,
Judge, he
then
is present.
Oh. Well, I will hear from that person. It's not saying that I'm going to allow contact, but I'll hear from them. Are they the person who brought you down here today? All right, so I don't understand why they're here then. How did they know you would be here?
Well, she knew about the case.
Okay. Yeah, because I will tell you what I'm reading in here. You said that you don't live together. You said that she was cheating on you.
I don't,
She lives with her mother and
Okay. So are you all still in a relationship?
no.
All right, so she doesn't need to have, she doesn't need to have contact with you because you all are no longer in a relationship. Hmm?
I would like to be in her life though and start.
Yeah, here's the thing. You're going to have to work on yourself. And let me just tell you why I do this. I don't do this to be cruel, but if you have someone that you get to the point where you all are physically fighting each other, that's not a good relationship. I always tell people this, and I know it's hard to do because hearts are involved, but when you suspect that someone is cheating on you and they tell you they're not, you either accept it or you don't. You don't get involved in a physical altercation. And that's why the police ended up here. And then that's why you're here, because from that, you have this possession case.
I have a question.
Sure.
Where is it coming from that is being said that I said she was cheating, where there was cheating involved?
Let me tell you what it says in the police report. I was dispatched to the location for disturbance. Upon arrival, I made contact with the victim, that's Ramirez, who informed me she was holding your keys and phone hostage due to you having her wallet with her social and ID inside. Victim stated that suspect had been allowed to stay at the listed residence for a month now, and they have had an intimate relationship together. I tried to solve the matters by having each party give what they claim the other took. Suspect, that's you, informed me she did not have the victim's wallet. I spoke with the victim and began gathering the story and was informed that her wallet had gone missing from where she normally places it, and that after she stepped away, it was gone. Victim was adamant that it was you who took the wallet. Victim then elaborated on her grabbing suspect's keys and phone and locking suspect outside the residence. Victim proceeded to state that suspect made entry to the house by removing an AC unit and climbing in. Suspect proceeded to grab a hold of victim, leaving visible injuries. Suspect proceeded to punch victim on the left side of her face twice with a closed fist. I observed visible injuries to victim's left cheek. Suspect then grabbed victim's shirt and began aggressively pulling it, leaving a large scratch on the left side of the victim's neck. Victim stated she defended herself to get suspect off of her. The two parties then separated and called for police. Victim refused to cooperate initially with the police in regards to photographs, paperwork, and statements. Suspect informed me nothing physical happened and she did not live with the victim. Suspect then stated that she was homeless. I was then provided with the story of suspect, that's you, demanding to see victim's phone due to some suspicions of victim cheating on her. This is what initially created the argument between both individuals. So that's where I get that. So this is what the court is going to do. There's going to be an $800 fine that will be probated. 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 2 years. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Take in consideration 2025 PF 18457. TAP evaluation out of custody, follow TAP recommendations. There's to be no contact with Julia Ramirez. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
7 and 10.
Do they live with you?
Currently, no.
Is Child Protective Services involved?
No.
So why are your children not living with you?
I lost my apartment and I asked my kid's father to watch them and he just hasn't gave them back. So we're going through like court and that's next month to determine like us getting half and half.
And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you will get drug tested.
Clean.
All right, you're going to get drug tested today. There's going to be no residing in households with minors. If that drug test comes back positive, that will remain. So you're going to get drug tested today. Do you understand? And so you still want to say you're going to be clean? All right, you're going to get drug tested today. So there's going to be no residing in households with minors, no unsupervised contact with minors. Proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider with minors.
Judge, that's where we'd ask for some leeway because she may not be able to work.
Oh, we'll find it. You just need to give a doctor's note to them and then we'll take that up. So she needs to provide a doctor's reason for not being able to work. 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. And there's going to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else? All right. Did you review the document entitled trial court? Did you review the document entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. They'll give you where you need to go to do the drug test.
Judge, she is presently living with her mother in Kyle, up north of San Marcos. Her mother, though, is in the process of moving to the valley in sometime in the next month or 2 months. And so we will have to come back and ask for permission to transfer it or
Oh, we
something.
can do a transfer to Cal.
Well, that's just for the time being. Then it's going to be Rio Grande Valley.
Okay. All right, thank you. And what county is Cal?
Kyle is in Hayes County, I believe.
Okay. All right, and then you'll do the UA today. And she's going to tell you where you need to go to do the UA. All right,